Somebody put those there. And there. Yeah. Well, it's day 6 out here, heading for the late 1800s loggers workers camp. And I'm trying to stay dry because it rained again. And as I'm bobbing and weaving tree limbs, I spotted a little strip of wall, like one layer that was left. Thought that was pretty intriguing, so I got off my beaten path and started heading in. Figured I'd find my way there. But I've ended up here. So a bit off course, but that's fine because we want to see more of the old ground around. And interestingly enough, there was those 2 piles of stacked rocks there. So that's it. We're going to go see what we can find. With that, and take a little side trip along the way. Alright, we're here. Nothing stand out, but that's alright because I think that's one of the best things you can do out here when you keep revisiting a place is get a bit off your normal path and look around. That's how we've found some pretty interesting sites in the past. Alright, let's see what happens today. Before I check on that, this is interesting. So I've moved over. I'm actually pretty far over from where everything has been, near the beaver pond, and this is a little part that you can tell floods out. And just visually, I'm seeing nails right on the surface, and we obviously heard something. I'm just surprised the stuff is this far over here. Melted stuff. Not to say they weren't tossing their junk everywhere, but I'm definitely seeing a fair amount of nails. Oh, look at this. Huh. A grommet. Canned sheet metal stuff. Well, it is still something to see that it spreads in the direction around the pond as well. It seems to be a three-sided thing. From the center of it all, you go to the north and it just cuts right off. I know it's just junk, but kind of like following breadcrumbs. There we go. Right under the little tree. We dug him in a nice plug though, so he's okay. It's a pocket knife. God, it's so dark out here. wooden scales. Very cool. And as we feel around here, pocket knife is a valuable and precious thing to carry. So when I find them, I think of the poor guy who lost it. Oh, that was easy. Nice. Part of a lantern where the wick would come through. It all just sounds the same. Loud. And most of it is the same. This stuff. Gotta get it out. Oh, nail. That is not a nail. It has to be our signal. Oh, it's a button. Oh, it's a fancy button. Wow, first one. It almost looks like tomback on the back. But as you can see on the face, it's all pretty with flowers. It must be a sew hole type button. And if you wonder why we haven't found a coin in this place, as I explained in the first few videos, it was a large complex. Guy had a lot of people working for him. This is way out there, but down near the main buildings and such, we in 12 years have maybe found 4 Indian head pennies. You think the place would be loaded with them. We don't know if he was paying them in company store credit or what, but we have barely ever found much for coinage around the whole, entirety of all, but in the main sections. That button, beauty. Crock. Nails, melted stuff, and lots of chunks. Oh, it's got root going through it. One of them, unless it goes this way. All you can do here is hope for higher numbers or smaller signals. thing. That's different. I don't even know what it's made out of, but there are designs all around it. Oh, that's cool. Whatever it is. Nope. Canned stuff. Still close. Glad we locked onto the first piece. Well, it has been a great stretch here, and we have found a lot of good stuff. A lot of different stuff, but consistent with the era of this place working. But I want to give it a little break, at least right here, and come back when the leaves are off the trees so I can see further out. When the ferns go away, because there's still signals in there, so I want to get in there. And I want to get out beyond the pond where they decided to stop work here, stage here, whatever they were doing. Because there's a lot of land that goes out that way, as you've seen in the video a couple ago. There's a lot of walls, there's a lot of land. It may be terrible, but we have to know. We've barely even probably made it a quarter to a third of the way across this thing. Pretty exciting and remarkable we found this. But thank God I had this on, because looking in here, as I keep saying, you'd never know. Unless you eyeballed a brick. But I appreciate you watching. We'll do it again soon, and I will see you next time.